right, sorors, it is our favorite time. It's time for us to introduce the newest, baddest beta in the building. Of course, it is Miss Chelsea Lowe. Everybody make some noise. Chelsea, welcome to the baddest Jadas in Jade Land, of course. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us first of all, what's your line name and where are you from? What ship were you from?
So I'm from Nobility Ship, North and South Carolina. My line name is Willpower. I've always been a willful child. Ask my mother.
I love that. So Willpower is your line name. Do you feel like you embody that in every day still?
Yes. There's not a lot that will break my will. I'm a mother of two small children. One is about to turn 4 in a couple weeks, and then I've got an 8-year-old. And even with that, I'm constantly doing something at work that for some reason has earned me the reputation of Chelsea can do it. Go ask her.
Oh, I like that. Chelsea for president. I love that.
And then I'm still working towards getting all A's and B's in my classes so far.
Come on. Well, we are sightly and scholarly, so we would love to hear that. Well, we are so glad to have you be a part of our family, a part of our sisterhood. I want to ask you a couple questions just so everyone in Beta can kind of get to know you. Name for me, what was your favorite memory while you were online? What was your favorite thing?
Through intake?
Yep.
I think the one thing that got me was I think it was the second day that we were supposed to post a meme, and it was my favorite just because, like, out of all the other activities that we had to do to work together, that was the one that was just like, it kind of made you feel better with your line sisters, like girls you've not met yet. Yeah. And so it was like kind of getting a sense of everybody's sense of humor and kind of their personalities just based off of the memes that we would post. And then like all day long, it was just like conversations sparking from everywhere, just making jokes and having a good time.
I love that. Yeah. Those early days of, intake, just getting to know our sorors, getting to know our sisters and kind of growing together through that process was just so beautiful. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. So let's back up a little bit. Why did you join? What got you interested in the organization? What made what made that lavender and mint green and orange gold jump out to you? What was it that made you stop and be interested?
So I was doing some research about like sororities for online students because it has been something that I've always wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And when I found SCP, I was just like reading about it, and it was a lot of female empowerment, and I love that. And I mean, yes, women have come a long way, but I grew up always being one of the guys. I was one of the only girls out of my cousins. I was the only girl out of my group of friends. And so like female empowerment has always been a big deal for me, especially now having 2 small girls. Like I want them to know you can do whatever you want to do. And now with us having Kamala Harris, the first female vice president, I think I let my oldest stay up and watch her speech, even though she had no idea what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Because you can do whatever. I don't care if you go to school and the boys want to tell you that just because you're a girl, you can't do X, Y, and Z. Do it. Prove them wrong. And so for an organization of women to really focus on that female empowerment aspect is a big deal for me. And that's what really drew me in, and to surround myself with like-minded women that are all going towards their degrees. They've also got kids. They've also got other things going on. It just seemed like a really great fit. That's what drew me in.
I love that. Yeah. And I think you hit the nail on the head there when you talked about just the empowerment from being around women who are like-minded, who are striving to be scholarly, that we're striving to always make a difference in our community. So I love to hear everyone's stories about how they get interested. And I think it's so ironic that most of us find it online, I think it's the best thing ever. Yeah. So yes. So before we go, can you just give us what's one thing that you want to bring to the organization? Like, what do you feel like you're bringing to help sharpen us and continue to make us better together?
I would this goes back to my line name. Definitely my willpower. I mean, there is nothing that someone will tell me you can't do it. And it's just like, watch me. It's happening. Like it might take me a minute, but watch me. And I feel like that's, one of the things that my sisters have told me is that definitely like my sense of humor tends to be a little more sarcastic. And so it's like the witty comebacks, like just bringing that joy and that laughter.
Yeah.
So.
I love that. Listen, well, just that last part where you said, anything that's coming, I tell people just watch me. That is literally the epitome of the baddest beta jades. And so I'm so glad that you're with us. What school do you go to? How much longer do you have to finish? Or are you finished?
No, I still have a couple more years. I'm only in my sophomore year right now.
Okay.
And I go to Western Kentucky University.
Yes. I love it. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad to meet you, Miss Chelsea, our new nobility, North Carolina and South Carolina soror. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Beta Jades. And people can follow you to get to know you a little bit more. What's your Instagram handle? Do you have Instagram?
I do. I think it's Chelsea Lowe 906.
Okay. Well, we'll see you, and we'll see you in the Beta group, of course. Thank you, ladies. Now, you have to end with the call because our VP makes all of us do the call when we're saying goodbye. It's a thing.
Okay.
We have to end with it. We'll do it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. All right.
So I was cracking a little bit.